everybody, and welcome back to our podcast,
Mum&Son
podcast. So, I'm Manav, and this is my mom,
Monika.
And today we're going to have a special episode.
Yeah, this is the first time in our podcast journey we are inviting a guest. And this guest is a very special person in our life. You know him, Manav. A little bit about this guest of ours. He is an expert in the topic that we are going to discuss about today. For the longest period of time, I was not comfortable, as in I did not know how to handle finance or money because, nobody teaches us how to handle money, right? So I am grateful and I am thankful that the guest today, who is none other than your daddy, and his name is Manish Shapkota. This person, he's my amazing husband. He guided me to be comfortable around money and finance. And I can also see that he is an amazing guide for you and your brother.
He is.
Definitely. There are so many things that he does
for us.
For us, and one of those many things, finance and money, is
his expertise.
It is his expertise, and I can see him passing that legacy in education or in practicality in his family and with you and your brother. So without further ado, we want to invite this amazing person in this podcast today because I would not do justice to this topic. So we want to invite an expert so that all of you listeners, viewers, you are in for a treat. So listen.
Especially first-time listeners.
Yeah, you are in for a treat. This is going to be an epic episode with lots of tips and tricks from none other than Daddy Manish Shapkota.
Also, kids, parents, also, this might help you. This podcast might actually help you become really smart when it comes to money.
That's the whole idea. So what I'll do, the floor is all yours, guys. Daddy, do you want to take over and just have fun, guys?
Okay, cool. First of all, thank you, Mum&Son podcast, for inviting me.
You're welcome.
It's my pleasure and honor to come and sit on this table. So, we are talking about money, right?
Yay!
Money?
Money?
Yeah,
money.
Okay, everybody loves money.
Money.
Manav loves money. I think we all do, but we don't want to say we love money.
Okay.
But we all know everybody in this world has got to love money.
Yes.
It's like the best thing.
It is important, but not too much of importance in the family. It is something that we need to have, but also we can't be having only that because with us as a family, you need to have family, time, education, and money. Okay. So Manav, you had your recent birthday. So tell me, what do you know about money? What is money?
Money is like a currency, and I forgot the word, but I think you remembered it. I don't know, but maybe you do. But it's like another word for trading, but like different. Because like it basically is trading. Because like
Barter system.
Yeah, the barter system. So it's basically trading, but in a different word. Because like, for example, if you have chocolate, right? And I have a book, right? And I really want the chocolate, and you really want the book that I have. It's like the barter system. So we trade, so we both get what we want. But if you want to trade someone something, but they don't want that, then you can't do that. So like, for example, if you had, if I had, let's say, a chocolate, right? And you have, let's just say you don't have a chocolate right now. And then I have a chocolate, right? I want to give you the chocolate for something else, but you don't want the chocolate, then that's like the con of the barter system.
Okay, so basically, what you have said at the first part, it is currency. Money is currency.
Yeah.
But also where you started is barter system.
Yeah,
Before
basically.
money was there, paper money, dollar, whatever it is, people
it was
used
barter.
to barter system, right? And so many things happen in between, and right now it's all currency, this and that. There are many other things as well. So that is the basic understanding you have, right? But now you don't go to job, you go to school, right?
Yes, I'm too young to go to a job.
Yes, some of the family members, we go to job, right? Like from your age, what do you understand? Where do we get money from to spend on food, clothes, shopping, toys? Where do we get that money from?
Well, people might think they might grow on trees. maybe not.
Yeah.
Or like instantly just popping a bank account. Also maybe not. But how money actually comes is you have to earn it. You have to do a job to earn it.
Okay, that's a good point. You have earned it, right? So I think and I know you earned some household stuff as well. You do something in household and your mom
Pays
you money because you have earned it, right? So most
I've
of us,
done the jobs. I've
Yes.
helped you.
so most of the families outside among us as well do certain work 9 to 5 or whatever it is, and then we earn some money, okay, and that money comes into our bank account now, and then we spend our money. So job is somewhere way of making money, but there are other ways of making money as well, isn't it? So the reason why I'm asking you where the money is coming from is because maybe most of your audience, most of your friends, you, especially your friends or your age group, they might not know where the money is coming from. Okay, and it is very important, and that is the reason when we go to job, we don't want any kids to coming and saying, "Mommy, please don't go, Daddy, don't go to job, don't go do this meeting and that meeting." Your understanding is very good because you've been hearing a lot of discussion about money in the family. We keep it open, but again, one big disclaimer: not all families are open about money. Okay, how mom grew up back home with her family members, they don't talk about money. Okay?
No.
But from the other side where I grew up, we used to talk about money while having a dinner, this, that, because it was very important topic for us, okay? So likewise, some people are comfortable talking about money and some people are not comfortable about talking money.
Like we are comfortable about
Yes.
talking money because we're talking about it right now.
Yes, but also we need to understand the concept, importance, and how to use it properly. Because if we don't use it properly, then there's no point of making money because we'll be spending a lot of money, isn't it?
So we have to save, and then when we have like a lot of money to save, it's like, okay, that is way in my budget. I can buy that, and when you have like a lot of money, for example, before there might be some like a toy you want for $50, right? And then let's say now you have $1,000, and you're like, oh, $50, that's easy. But because it's also like, it does feel like very small. Because then like, since you have a really big number, it's like you're not paying much because you still have a really big number.
Yes, okay. So now if I summarize that what you have said, what you are trying to say here is we need to have a savings so that when we buy some toys or something, it is very small because we still have a lot of savings. Okay.
So it's like
Leftovers.
save a lot, then
Yeah.
leftovers.
So what you are trying to say, saving is something you know and you have done, right? Okay. So also,
You want to share the recent, sorry to interrupt, the recent example where you were gifted some amount of money and how you use that money. What did you do with that gift of yours?
So the money I got, I split it in half. Can I say how much I got?
yeah.
I got $100. I split it in half. $50 I used to buy something I would really like, and then
That was your part of your birthday gift?
and then the other bit you put in investment. So then after a few years, when I need it, I won't just get $50. I'll get more than $50 because I think if I remember what she said about that thing, it said that so you give it to a company and they'll give it to different other companies and then they'll get the money back and they'll keep it for you, and then when you need it, they'll give it to you.
Okay. So you got $100 as a present. $50 you put into your savings, okay, and $50 you spend money. So now what you have done is you have used 50-50 rule. Okay, if you remember, so half of the money is for the future, half of the money is for present. Okay, that is 50-50 rule of money. But also long time back, what you might not remember this, but long time back what you did was likewise you got certain amount of money. Okay, you used 50% of that money into savings. 30% of that money you used for buying toys, and remaining money was just 20% you used just to buy something else down the road. You kept it in with you, but you didn't spend that, but you spend that later on after a couple of months when you bought a game or something. So that rule is called 20-30-50 rule. Okay, so again, different family will have different things. Because this money is a very vast topic. Some people will love to talk, some people don't love to talk. So depending upon what it is, how it is, you sometimes do 20-30-50 rule, sometimes you do 50-50, sometimes you do 80-20 rule as well. Okay, but the bottom idea is all about savings, right? Now, yes. So I know you have opened a bank account as well, and there are certain monies as well. So just for audience, what he spoke just recently about is investment is Manav savings. What we do as a family, and again it might be different to different families, is that so what we do as a family is we Manav's all the cash money we put it into bank, but Manav came recently to know about that. We take that money from his savings of bank, we invest into different there's a Vanguard for kids, investment kits. Again, it is not a sponsor or we're not promoting anything. It is just what we do. So we invest that money into that account, and that has it has been locked in for 18 years basically. So once he's 18, that will be accumulated, and there will be dividend and interest and everything. So how it, and some of you guys, if you're not aware of ETF or investment or shares, it's Vanguard is an institution, financial institution where we can buy shares and ETF and whatnot. The small basic idea before Manav was born, mom and me, we decided we'll put certain amount of money in that account so that it will be add up, and by the time you're 18, you might
have more money of all those adding up.
Yes. So I just I did a rough calculation long time back as well. So if we do $20 per week in that account till you are 18, so you will
would be a lot. And in just 5 weeks, less than a whole month, less than a whole season actually, because that's like probably 1 month or 1 week, how to be having more than $100?
Yes, but when you are 18, $100 is nothing for you.
Thousands.
18,000. Yes. So
because you have to go to university, right?
So
what
what
we have to pay for university.
So what we thought is, because by the time you are 18, you'll be given that money, so you can do most of the things that you wanted to do. Maybe travel the world, go for a holiday, buy a car, or do for higher education. So that was as a parents that we have done for you. But I do know some of other parents as well where they have bought gold for their kids. Maybe for example they might sell it or use it for some themselves. So again, different family, different culture, different style, different rules, right? But the bottom idea is what we have done. And again, there are some families who don't want to do that. They want to enjoy current situation as well. That is also fine. It depends upon the family. So now I know you have read Barefoot Kids, right? What did you like about this book, Manav?
Author of the book, Scott Pape, teaches kids about money, and then like gives actual stories of actual kids who have like lots of money and lots of money. And in this book, I looked for one of them. So this girl named Scarlett here, she gets paid to draw. And she has a business called Cards by the Print. And she's 8 years old. And she lives in Victoria. So, yeah. And she earns, like, so far she had made $140. That's really good.
Yes. So, I think the whole idea about for you to also go through this book was to
Help
not
me on my money journey.
understand your money journey, so that
That's a beautiful sentence.
yes.
I like
So
it.
when you become adult, you don't have to worry about understanding the money concept.
Like mommy
had
had to.
So you are already comfortable. Like you know when you make money, you know how to spend, how much you need to save. It is just being comfortable with the money part. And again, this is a good, interesting book for the kids as well. And we recommend to any kids who can read in that level.
Yeah.
Just as a understanding.
8-year plus
8
would
years.
be ideal.
Yeah, 8+.
Yeah, Manav started reading this when he was 7. I think he read it, but he did not entirely grasp the
And
idea
understand.
Yeah.
I only really got the idea of having a bank account from this
Ah,
book.
Yes.
But then, other than that, this book was just like a regular book.
Yeah,
and
we did.
didn't really mean much.
Exactly, and we you discussed about what chores or what special stuff that you could do like
pay.
other kids did in the book, but I think the timing was not right for you. But yeah, Manav started when he was 7.
I think I would understand it more if I actually started at 8.
I would say so too. Yeah.
Because
8 and plus.
8+ is morely recommended.
I would say so. Yeah.
But again, there are many books as well. This is not the only the books.
Yeah. Again, as Vani said, nobody has sponsored us.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is just a tabletop for us. So now I know there's a lot of things that we can cover, but also we don't want to be too much of talking about money at the same time, right? You also buy toys with your money, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So do you like buying toys from your money?
No.
Yes and no.
Okay. Why yes? Why
you.
yes and why no?
Because the fun of the toys is the yes, and the no is losing the money. Because like when I'm 12, I'll get my card, and then when I spend it, there'll be less money, and then less for me to actually spend a lot. Like maybe I might spend 1 or 2 things when I get my card, and then I might not have enough money for that. If I spend too much,
Yes.
while I have it still in my bank account, you'll take it away, then you'll pay it. I can't pay it.
Okay. So what you're saying is that if you want to buy things at the same time, but also you don't want to buy because you are
It's a
thinking,
really hard decision.
you are thinking that your money will be finishing off, right? From your,
It's a really hard decision. Like,
Yes.
this is so tempting. I really want to buy this. It's like really no big deal for me. But then when I have my card, what am I gonna do?
Okay, we got it. We got it.
One or two times
You don't
I
have to
do.
be so
I
dramatic.
know, but like 1 or 2 times I do end up buying it. But like, let's say 2% of the time I buy it, but the rest of the 98% of the time I do not buy
Okay,
it.
that's good. That's
even though
good.
I'm really tempted.
Okay, so I think this is a very good thing that you have pointed out, Manav, because most of the adult and like we've been in that stage as well where we wanted to buy something desperately, but there was just it wasn't a need basically.
It was a want.
Correct. It was just a want, and it was just a tempted. And most of the adult, I believe, they still go through that temptation phase as well. And the good thing about you is that if you start controlling that temptation from now, by
Then
the time
you won't
you are
need it.
18, by the time you are 18, or by the time you start having more money in your account, you'll have lot of money. You'll have savings so that you can do some meaningful work. Or
Yep.
meaningful things with your money. It's not only about spending. You can spend it's your money.
Yeah, it's
but
my money. I can
you
do
can
whatever
spend
I
on
want
something
with it.
that will make you happier on a longer run rather than a small temptation on this and that.
Like a small fidget. In 1 or 2 years, they'll be just useless, and that'll just be a waste of money.
Yes, and that is where sometimes, if you remember some of the questions that I asked, do you remember something like, is this a need or is this what you want? Okay,
Like when I was young, I was like, Daddy, can I please have this? Can I please have this? And you were like, is it a need or want? And I was like, a want, and he was like, and then you were like, then don't get it.
Yes, and also this is something that Manav is very good at, is that when you go to shopping, and this was your early stage, one of your good habits, that especially with the toys and
I would want to look at it, and then I would be tempted, but I'll go, no, it's not time to buy that, and I'll put that away, but sometimes I might go, Daddy, look, how cool is it? Look how cool this is.
Yes,
Look,
and we'll
it's
just
really
take a
cool.
photo for that, and then next time when we ask, you would not need that. You don't want to buy that, you want something else to buy that.
Or
And that rotation happened, and that is where I was coming to the point. When that rotation happened, let's say we went to shopping this time, we took a photo, we didn't buy. Next week, after 2-3 weeks, when we go, you don't want to buy that old stuff, you want to buy something else, and then we do that photos again. So that is where you have controlled yourself from impulsive buying, which is not
Impulse
not tempting for you for long term, right?
and it could be like much more cheaper on other places, or it could maybe 1 week,
Or it
it's
might
like
come on a sale next time.
like $30, and then the week after that it's on sale,
Yep.
and it's half price.
Yes.
It's $15.
And
That's really good.
And this you might not know, Manav, this technique, but you have already inculcated into your habit, because this is called savings strategy as well. So most of the people who are who want to save a lot of money, they don't buy as soon as it comes out. They wait for a while. They will see if it is available anywhere cheaper, and then they buy. Like for example, and this is the way that you save money, is if you want some toy, you not only go to Big W or something, or even if you want to buy some books, you don't go and buy straight away, right? You look for other places as well, like Facebook,
Or a bookstore.
Library.
Library, it's
Yes.
basically free.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we used to buy a lot of books, but then recently we moved, not recently, but it's been
Few
few years now.
Yeah.
We get a lot of books from library. Unless we want to put it on collection, then we buy.
Or if it's not in the library, we buy it. So
Facebook
sometimes
Marketplace, I bought some amazing books in
I feel like maybe
great
this
price. That was from Amazon.
That was from Amazon.
one. Oh, I thought that was
Yes,
from Facebook.
and this has also, because when we went to buy this book, Big W was expensive.
Yep.
But at the same time, Amazon had like a 20 or 30% off.
Yep.
And it came next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is one of the technique that we can teach our kids. So
It's
instead
better.
yes.
It may be coming later, but it's way more cheaper.
Yeah, so this can be one of the good way to teach kids, giving them a real life example where it is cheaper. For example, if they're going in a shop, you can quickly price check where it is cheap available, whether it's a Facebook Marketplace or Amazon or any other warehouses, and you can give them an example and reasoning why it is better to buy tomorrow or from this store, where they can end up saving money, and that saved money they can utilize in somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that we have done with you as well.
We don't only do that with Manav or Moksha's stuff. We do that. We practice this in our general life. Apart from our day-to-day grocery stuff, we have to eat properly. We can't just buy our milk tomorrow or egg tomorrow. Apart from our regular grocery, anything other than regular grocery, we don't just go and buy stuff. We, like Mani said, this is what we practice.
Yeah.
We try
check.
and price match.
We try and price match. We try and actually see, do we really need and want?
And I know you have done few other things as well, which is already into your habit, but you might not know. We can always talk those things as you understand a little bit better, when there are many other things in this book and in other books as well, which we can share with our audience, what we have done with Manav and what we are implementing with Mox as well. Mox might not be able to understand right now what he's learning, but some of the choices that we have given him is between how to make one decision, how to choose one item between two item or three item, just to help them to make decision quickly and easily and happily for him as well,
and cost effectively too.
Yeah. And for Manav, it's just little more in advanced level of taking that money, saving that money, understanding how it works.
Before we wrap up, I really want Manav to share, after Manav you read Barefoot Kids, you can actually make money and you were quite interested in making money. So how do you make money, Manav?
Well, sometimes I mop the floors, which we still need.
Household chores.
Household chores like mop the floors and Muksh always makes up messes, so I thought of this one. Really easy. When he makes a mess, I clean it up without them saying clean it up.
And there is a condition. If mommy or daddy
says it
or reminds it, there is no money.
No.
But if Manav does on his own, then he is rewarded. Yes.
But unless I have to ask you, like, for mopping, like, oh, is it time to mop? Or like, oh, can I mop?
Yes. But you are already making some money.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think you had some ideas as well to implement as well, which we are still working on at the moment.
Little early.
Yes, little bit earlier. Selling some items to Facebook, like his your old toys, this and that. So we are still working on that. That will
taken some photos.
So those money will go back into your account as well, and then you'll buy toys, save this and that. So I think
I'll save. I know I won't.
We are not doing as a big thing or anything. It's just a minor bits and pieces that we can do, which is within our control, and which does not occupy a lot of things within us.
I think more than anything, it's awareness and education and some practical work also. So yes, there is one awareness, education about the money or how do we actually spend or save, and there is some practical work that we do around just summing up as per the age and comprehension. See, we have 3 and 9-year-old, so we can't be doing one thing to both of them. It has to be age appropriate. So basically exposure, awareness, and some practically leading and living by examples also.
Hope you guys had some good insight from my end.
And we had fun.
You had fun?
We did. And thank you so much for
teaching us about money.
And share us what you already do. And help us learn that too. And if you have any specific question and you would like to connect with us, we will put our Insta handle in the description, I guess. I'll have to figure that out. Never done that before. But we have an amazing IT guy at our place. So we can put mom and dad's Insta handle there. So if you have any specific questions that we have not covered and you'd like to explore that with us, feel free to reach out. We would love to connect.
Thank you everybody for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Bye.